Have you ever noticed how your baby has started to focus on the tiniest little things, like a small crumb or even a piece of lint on the floor? Whereas we adults, we miss these tiny details completely. Your baby is so tuned in. They're inspecting everything right now. So the Inspector Play Kit for 7-8-month-olds is designed to build your baby's growing attention and focus and advance their cognition. These are the nesting, stacking, drip drop cups. Babies love to nest and fit objects together, and they will continue to love it well into toddlerhood. You can make a tower with these cups and encourage your baby to knock them over. It is so fun. They're also great for bath time because they have these little holes and each cup has a different pattern, so the water will drip and trickle out in different ways. But here's another thing you can do with the cups right now that you might not have thought of. Experts note that somewhere between 7 and 9 months, your baby will be able to find an object that is behind a clear barrier. So to test their growing cognition, you can get a small toy, like a ball, that you hide under one of these cups. And eventually, they'll be able to pull the clear cup off and discover it. And then sometimes between 12 and 19 months, your baby may be able to fit a cup into another single cup, like a larger one. I remember being so surprised by how long it took my toddlers to nest all of these cups together. It was somewhere around 3 when they finally got it. So these durable cups will be in play for a long time. Then there is the wooden Monasuri ball drop box, and it is a classic. So during the first year of life, your child starts to grasp this concept of object permanence. So they use their working memory to remember something that is out of sight. So when the ball drops in the hole, sees it disappear and then quickly reappear. It's so simple to us, but it is fascinating to them. Dropping the ball in the hole is actually an advanced move for your baby. Babies love to explore this ball drop box for a number of weeks or even months before successfully getting the ball in this hole. They'll bang the ball, they'll drop it and let it roll away. But here's the thing, try and resist getting the ball for your baby. In reaching for the ball, they are moving in ways which will help them develop their balance and their core strength. Through all of this, they're practicing grasping and releasing too, which are skills that they will continue to develop throughout that whole first year. For some scientific experimentation, you can bring the felt ball into the mix. So the wood ball reliably drops out of the box and makes that loud crashing noise, while the felt ball, because it's lighter, it doesn't make a sound, and sometimes it actually stays hidden in the box. And babies, we know that they all just love balls. So we include both a wood set and a felt set in this kit. So, sure, you could get those plastic ball sets online, but the materials you introduce to your baby, they matter. And like Montessori, we prioritize natural materials because they promote multi-sensory experiences for your child and they're connected to nature. The size of these balls is also really intentional. They're easy to grasp, and Lovevery is a system that builds on itself. So when your baby turns 1, they'll get one of our most beloved toys, the Slide and Seek Ball Run. So these balls here are sized just right to fit into that plaything too. In fact, they fit with all the playthings in all the play kits across the rest of the baby year and into toddlerhood. For now, you can place them in the ball drop box or into the treasure basket. This treasure basket is another Montessori classic. And as much as your baby wants to play with toys, I bet you've noticed they're also so eager to explore real objects from around the house. So there's this Montessori concept called a treasure basket that's a dedicated container for your baby to discover new objects and have new sensory experiences. So here's how it works. You find things like leaves or items from around your home and you rotate them in and out of the basket. Your baby will love seeing what's new. The basket also supports something called the transporting schema. So during toddlerhood, your child will want to move objects from one place to the other, and this basket is sized just right with these 2 little handles. It's going to be a favorite tool for that. Now, the Circle of Friends puzzle. So the circle is the perfect first puzzle for your baby. And for a little extra motivation and fun, they have the surprise of this friend's face that they can find when they take that puzzle piece out. So your baby's just starting to develop their pincer grasp, so using their thumb and their index finger to pick up and hold a small object. So this puzzle works to build your baby's cognitive and fine motor skills. So they'll learn to use their brain and body intentionally together to get what they want. I mean, at first your baby will likely just take the puzzle piece out of the puzzle, but eventually they'll be able to put it back in. And working puzzles, they are so helpful. They support hand-eye coordination and spatial awareness and problem-solving skills. And solving puzzles may even release dopamine, which can create this positive feedback loop in the brain that often builds better memory and concentration. This is the first puzzle in a whole series of puzzles that will get progressively more advanced with each play kit that your child receives. The puzzles are always intended to be a challenge when the kit first arrives. Rarely do we see that children can solve the puzzle within that first month. But over time, your child will figure it out, and you'll actually see them getting smarter right in front of you. These wooden sound cylinders each make a distinct noise when shaken or rolled, so your baby can practice telling two sounds apart. And hearing the similarities and also differences between sounds is really important for your baby's language skills. This concept is called auditory discrimination, and it helps your baby hear distinct sounds within words. So you can shake one cylinder, pause, then shake the other, to show your baby that the sounds are different and distinct. Rolling them on the floor is also so fun. They're gonna hear the sound and see the spinning pattern. It makes this a whole multi-sensory experience. And your baby will love all the big gross motor play with these, like shaking and banging and chasing after them. These are the Things I See texture cards, and they will actually have a lot of staying power in your home. They show real life photographs plus textures for your baby to feel, things like the fuzzy fur on a cat, or the knit on a soft hat, or the bumpy nubs of a basketball. And a lot of our customers say their babies actually pet the dog. And we've heard they're actually still a favorite for 15 to 24-month-olds who are starting to say the words for what they're seeing. Toddlers also love to match the cards to real life objects like a plant or a book. Comparing a two-dimensional photo to a real life object is an early lesson in abstract thinking. So these simple cards, they will do so much for your baby's language development. It's likely that these cards will be among your baby's first words. And with all the changes going on at every stage, we want you to be learning alongside your baby. This play guide is the best of what professionals from OT and neuroscience and all aspects of early childhood development want to tell parents about this stage. This booklet is the bridge that helps you understand what your baby needs and engage with them in a way that supports their development. Honestly, it's not just nature. These early experiences that you are giving your child matter so much to your baby's future. I bet your home is full of children's books. So we always want to make sure that our books are a meaningful addition to your collection. And we do that by making them exactly what your child is interested in at each stage. So if you add the book bundles to your subscription, you'll receive these two really special books with this kit. So Peekaboo is an interactive book that is so much fun. Each spread has a fabric peekaboo flap. Because the paper flaps are a little bit too hard for your baby right now, but fabric is more easily pushed aside, and it allows your child to reveal what's underneath. This is really an early lesson in object permanence with surprises hiding for them to find. The I Love You All the Time book is one of our sweetest books. It's all about love between a caregiver and a child, and how it's just always there. It introduces patterning language, so the words are rhythmic, which helps your child tune into the cadence of our language. It's really compelling for your child to listen to these rhythms. You can add your book bundles onto your subscription to receive 2 of these books with every play kit, and the books cost $9 per book. We hear from families all the time that these books are their children's favorite books, the books they read again and again at bedtime, or the books they keep in their car, and the books they hold on to when they're donating the other ones that they've outgrown.